Alright, I'm here and I'm ready to start blasting. I hope that all the robots are ready for big explosions. Infinite explosions, in fact. Where does Bomb Man get all of these bombs? Let's have a 30-minute philosophical discussion on how exactly Bomb Man gets all of these bombs in the first place. Personally, I would like to think that he's just an avid D&D player and has a magic pocket. It's probably more likely that it's some kind of, like, material manifestation cybery kind of thing, like how you see with all the teleporting and, like, the, like the X and Zero games, but, I'd like to prefer the idea that he just has an infinite pocket that goes right into a factory. A bomb factory. They're bombs. That or he just, like, pulls his entire body out as a bomb and tosses that. It's one of the few options we have available to us to explain the black bomb theory. That's about all the improv juice I have in me. Despite being awake, the improv juice is worse than usual. Damn. Alright. Well, hey everyone. Welcome back to more Megaman Powered Up. I know you all love this game. And I am getting ready to be pretty done with Megaman Powered Up myself, so it's a good thing we only have a couple of characters left to actually play through. We won't be stuck here for too much longer. But yeah, I hope y'all, if you celebrated, had a good Thanksgiving, or at the very least, just had a good time off from work. I didn't really do much to celebrate per se, but I did certainly do some time take plenty of time to just relax, take a breather, have some fun. It was well needed because, man, have the last 2 months been absolutely exhausting. It'll be just enough to get me to my winter break, which, good thing for me to mention. I mentioned it in some of the stream announcements and stuff, but in case you haven't seen it, I will not be streaming for the last 2 months of December. I will be on, my own personal... I will be on vacation. Will I be going anywhere? Who's to say? I genuinely don't have any idea for myself right now. I haven't planned that far in the future. But I do plan on at least using my vacation time to not do work or stream. I'll definitely hang out in the Discord at some point. So, we'll have some shenanigans there to get up to. Maybe even another Jackbox night. But, it'll be a short month of streams remaining for me, and then we'll get to see who remembers me after winter break. It better be you, and you, and you. You better all remember me. But, yeah, so, I have a couple things planned, so, starting the next 2 weeks, we'll have some 3 streams a week kind of things to close us out. But, yeah, that's kind of the current plans. Hello, Pink. Welcome. Glad you're here. Deserve a good break, TBH. Top of all this stuff. Thank you. Thank you. That is very gratifying to hear, actually. I'm glad that my effort goes appreciated and noticed. The last 2 months of December. Did I say that? I meant 2 weeks. If I could invent 2 more months in the year, that would probably be pretty cool. I'd love to have my own pocket time available to me, That way no one else could intrude. It's kind of like chaos control, basically. I think I'm just saying I'd like to have chaos control. Who wouldn't? Got into a heated debate on whether X6 or X8 is the better game. We came into the unanimous agreement that despite everything, they're both miles better than X5. Who is we? Who were you debating with? Because honestly, I would still say that, I would still say X8 is clearly the better game. X6 is the funnier game, and I think I still prefer, as far as, like, just quality, like, is this a functioning piece of software? I prefer X5 over X6. I prefer playing X6 over X5 just because you can break the game and it's funny. But it's, X5 still functions a lot better. We can get the Jeopardy thing up and running during winter break. Oh yeah, that would probably be a good time for all of us to do that as well. I did mean to say 2 weeks of December. Guy in another Discord. Excellent, excellent. Alright, well, hey, another thing for today's stream. This is the first time I'm using Honk instead of PNG Tuber Maker tonight for mouth tracking. So I will be periodically checking in on the program to see if it is actually running correctly. Oops. But if it is not running correctly, then y'all will have to tell me if there's something going wrong with it. I think right now... Okay, it's not quite fine right now. 1 second. Hold on. Reset the microphone, which is exactly the problem I didn't want to have. Okay, there we go. Honk has different problems, which I'll rant about during gameplay today, but it's it seems to be miles better than PNG Tuber Maker as far as like not crapping out for no discernible reason. It usually craps out for discernible reasons at least. Anyways, Bomb Man, normal mode. We have bombs.
The year 2000X
is still 2000XX, and we are using bombs for old-timey hand grenades to kill things. It's crazy.
Invented by the foremost authority in robotics, Dr. Light, Bomb Man is a mining robot.
He do be mining. He is a miner.
We have a problem. Ladies and gentlemen,
I mean, there's you can have stage freedom in X5 if you just do weird infinity jump exploits, or just you know, don't care about playing as fast and optimally as possible. I can agree with Chris's statement. Yeah, X7 is miserable, but all of the X games are fun to play. I would not say X5 and 6 are excellent games. I would say they are fine. And X4 is personally not my cup of tea. I need to replay X2s and 3. Why would Wily not want a robot that just literally blows everything up for fun? This is probably the scriptwriters had to come up with like a really flimsy excuse to be like, why Bomb Man no go with Wily in this alternative version? Yeah, because he likes to throw bombs around too much with reckless abandon. Yep, definitely. That's not something an evil villain would want any day of the week. Dr. Light, I'll be taking your robots now. You can't have shit in Monsteropolis.
Wait! Stop! Dr. Wily! What insanity! Using my robots.
Here I come with my big mohawk.
Leave the fireworks to me, Professor.
The fireworks to you? Okay, you really shoehorned that explosive reference in there.
All right, I understand. I don't like it, but sometimes such things must be done. I must make the necessary preparations.
You're back. Hooray!
Using the directional buttons, you'll be able to throw your bombs in various directions. Be sure to try it.
That, I mean, we have commented on it every time. That is hella not the Dr. Light VA. Somebody is impersonating the Dr. Light VA for that. But yes, Bomb Man, he in fact has gameplay. As we've mentioned before, we're basically down to like the good characters left in this game. No one is kind of a pile of shit that you have to somehow pilot through all the levels. Bomb Man plays a lot like Bomb Kirby, if you've ever played a Kirby game. You have a couple different angles you can throw the bombs at, based on what directions you're holding. And he can throw 2 of them at once on screen. They will explode on contact, because this is not the original Mega Man. It's Mega Man powered up. And generally the Hyper Bomb just does a shitload of damage, so Bomb Man should be a pretty good playthrough, I'd have to say. But yeah, you can hold up for a higher arcing shot, you can hold nothing for a standard shot, hold forward for a longer shot, and then hold downwards for a straight down bomb drop in front of you.
You can play with this.
Yeah, it's kind of like Danger Rap in that sense. That's a good way of putting it. I haven't actually thought of it that way. Either way, Proto-Eye gets destroyed by absolutely everybody, but, you know, you really has nothing to do against Bomb Man. You're just lobbing bombs into it constantly. It's always open. Hello, Score. Oh, that's okay. You're not too late. Scream as you enter the room with pajamas still on, backpack missing, completely famished, and running across a 3-meter distance, expecting unimaginable consequences for me. Were you running away from, like, nap time at school? Are the nap police out to get you? I hope not, because that would mean you're too young to be here, but, you know. It is a pretty, strong visual you've just evoked there. Congratulations, you get +1 goodie points. You can redeem those points, nowhere. Anyways, hey, where are we going first? Everyone's just in time to choose what the first stage I want to go is. Oh, and, Chris votes for Time Man. Alright, Chris anticipated it. Let's go. I think X6 is Miles' enjoyable experience over X5. It really depends on how you feel as a player. X6 is a game that is just constantly throwing bullshit at you, and sure, you have the tools to, like, strong-arm your way through it and just face tank things. And yeah, there's some ways you could skill your way through stuff too. But there is just unavoidable bullshit sometimes in X6 of just like, oh, okay, I guess the ice blocks in the fucking Wolfang stage are just going to crush me now. I have no choice in this matter. Or, like, I'm going to get absolutely swarmed in certain stages. Or, oh, cool, Nightmare Effects, my favorite. I love Nightmare Effects. Whereas X5 is just kind of a cheap repackaging of an asset flip. Like, it's a playable and functional game if it has some baffling decisions, that's for sure. If you don't really give a shit about being optimal or 100%ing everything, the game is fine. But that's it, it's just fine. It's not phenomenal or anything. X5, I mean, I would think of it this way. X5 would be a good game if it wasn't a Mega Man game. And X6 would probably be thought of as a fucking disaster if it were not a Mega Man game. It's the rare case where being a Mega Man game, the branding actually helps the game from being worse. Usually the Mega Man brand kind of like overinflates how the flaws of a game, where it's like, well, no, this is a bad Mega Man game, but it's still a good game. But it's like X6 is kind of like, no, if this was a standalone title, I don't think people would be defending it this much. Like I said, X5 has baffling decisions, like the ending being dictated by RNG, but it's not like most people just casually playing the game would care. Wolfang's the one, yeah, the Wolfang's the one with Ice Tetris. Okay, yeah, so let's see. How do I obtain... Oh, okay. Easy. Oh, the first one was easy. Oh, there we go. Bomb Man gives... shield attackers clinical depression. Maybe it's just seasonal depression. We can give him the benefit of the doubt. He's maybe not ruining their lives entirely. Could probably also destroy Joe shields if given the right angle. True, Hyper Bomb now has a vector towards it. It's crazy. It's Hyper Bomb is kind of okay at taking out the shield attackers. It's not great. It at least gets rid of the shields. But damage is like, I don't know, a little paltry compared to some of the other options. Although he does handle it way the fuck better than Cutman did. Cutman has very few options against shield attackers. Hyper Bomb feels rubbery, it bounces off surface a lot. Yeah, it's, I mean, the sound effects kind of help, but for me, I like to think of it as a ping-pong ball. Fuck. But yeah, ping-pong balls do be bouncing. It's kind of nice, though. Gives you a lot to do with it. Give him the benefit of the doubt, he's not ruining lives. He says his Bomb Man fucking murders everyone. Well, they just don't know their lives are being murdered, or are being made miserable in that case. They're dead. That totally makes it better, right? Okay. Okay, not doing my best here, but do we get ladder gated? No, we do not. Okay, we can actually get a good time this run. Nice. Yep, I already got the level maker piece. It was very quick, Chris. I just stood back, I threw bombs at it, and I got it. It took like maybe 2 minutes, or even less. They don't know their lives are being murdered. Agent 47 if he didn't have a writer. If he was like Morty and trying to come up with his own lines.
I grew tired of waiting.
Don't sweat the small stuff. I go by my party clock.
Imbecile.
I agree with Time Man. Hey, Bomb Man, where is your party clock exactly? Show me on this doll where this party clock you speak of is. Alright, well, this is simple enough. Though, yeesh, that is not doing that is doing very little fucking damage to Time Man. What the? That might be doing one. That might be doing 1 damage. This might be an Oil Man situation. What the hell? Why? If they really decided that Bomb Man would just be too powerful, we can't give him bombs that do real damage. That would be a fucking decision of all time. Okay, I believe he's going to shoot. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I guess I might have to focus here for a little bit instead of interacting with chat. Alright, he does that again. Alright, now I believe he's ready to shoot in this direction. Okay. At the very least, even if he does Oil Man's damage, he, you know, has much better offensive capabilities than Oil Man ever did. Okay, Time is just walking. Now he's gonna start shooting again. There we go. Okay. Grandma made this really good salad dressing. Oh, sweet. What was in that salad dressing? Is it? It's probably more than oil and vinegar if you think it's that good. Sleep deprivation definitely made him think he said party cock. Amazing. Oh yeah, and apparently I'm like the only one not sleep deprived here today. That's very unusual for a Monday. All of you took the sleepy curse from me, and I thank you for that. It's interesting that enemies touch a bomb after it hits the ground, it doesn't detonate it automatically. True. I guess I would have to imagine maybe there's like a, thinking about this mechanically of the real world, there might be a little bit of like a pressure trigger inside of the bomb to detonate the charge. And so if you huck it at something, it has enough force to transfer inside to cause it to compress and explode. But if it's just sitting there, then you gotta wait for it to blow up. Honey, vinegar, finely diced onions. Ooh, that is pretty good. I'm not a salad person myself, but I will use salad dressing on things that it is not meant for. Oil Man next. All right, Oil Man. Screw you, Megaman powered up original Robot Masters. You get to die immediately. Only one Robot Master is left. I think you might be on a little bit backwards. Yeah, Proto, you're, the sleep deprivation's hitting you too, huh? Ooh, shit. Nice. I forgot. I kind of didn't put it together, but Bomb Man having armor-piercing capabilities means he just does not have to take any of the Met Cacti business. Just handles them. Fucking Blitz the campaign. I'm the new Megaman powered-up speedrunner, don't you know? I made top of the leaderboard. I probably, thinking about it, given how few people bother to play Powered Up, and I'm sure how few people even bother to speedrun the game, I probably could make it onto the leaderboard. I probably couldn't be, like, top, but I probably could be, like, say, top 100 at least. Nobody fucking plays this game, so, like, screw it, you know? If I ever get really bored one day and need to torture you all even further with this game, because it's funny to do that, then I could just start live streaming speedrun attempts. Bomb Man has the ability to drop nukes in the level which auto win. True, he is the atomic bomb man. And we just haven't found the hydrogen baby yet. Let me check the leaderboard. Oh, do. I would love to hear. Felt like if you're to make a playable Bomb Man moveset, you'd start to look a little bit too similar to Bomb Kirby. I mean, that's basically what we're doing here. Since you came late, I'll explain it again. Bomb Man basically does have the Bomb Kirby mechanics of, like, if you hold different directions, you will toss your bombs at different angles and at different speeds. So, like, Bomb Man can really just kind of fuck everything up. You can also have 2 bombs out at once. They usually blow up armor. Very good. 3428 is the real-time Megaman any percent speedrun. Okay, well, I'm very far off from that. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I don't quite have the those abilities, Proto. You can't be a complete clone. Yeah, I was thinking more on that any percent Mega Man run or any percent other characters kind of run type shit, Chris. It was mostly joke anyhow, but, you know, it's probably more possible for me to do rather than something as optimized as the actual Mega Man. There would be no hope in hell of, like, actually getting a good time as an amateur against, like, you know, actual Mega Man 1, something that people play and don't ridicule. A 100% speedrun would certainly... Oh, God. Hey, look, I kind of like this game more than most, but even I'll say a 100% speedrun of this game would be fucking miserable. You know how long you'd have to play this game in a row? It would basically turn into, like, one of those Final Fantasy, like, late Final Fantasy speedruns or insert other JRPG here that, like, is explicitly, like, a 14 to 17 hour run where if you have to sleep during the middle of it, you just gotta sleep during the middle of it and take the 8-hour time loss. Mega Man's fastest by a mile. Huh, interesting. Rock Force had good Bomb Man? Rock Force had insane Bomb Man. Bomb Man was absolutely disgusting in Bomb Force. That was the atomic Bomb Man.
Going around blowing up stuff in that uncool way you do.
What? Oil Man thinks blowing things up is uncool?
I do what's right. Don't take it personally. I like your style, but too much boom boom can make the party bomb.
God, Jesus, just like that joke he tried to make. Okay, good. I at least do more than 1 damage to Oil Man. I don't know why I did 1 damage to Time Man, but that's just the balancing of this game, I suppose. Oh, already oil sliding, huh, Bomb Man? Hey, you know what's actually kind of nice about Bomb Man in this fight is the fact that since he doesn't really have to be on the same plane to effectively have a good angle on the boss to hit them, Bomb Man really doesn't have to worry too much about the whole oil slider droplets making you slip up and not be able to hit him, because it's just like, well, you're arcing your shots anyways, screw it. You don't need to move left and right while on the ground. Okay, Oil Man. Okay, Oil Man, I'm done now. You can stop being invincible. There we go. Take down Cutman, get the weakness gone. I could be down for that. We'll go there. 100% powered up playthrough is about as long as 4 American X7 playthroughs. Yeesh. Crash, should I rather 100% this game or 100% Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? Well, given that I've never played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, I have no point of reference to do. No point of reference for that. However, I'm guessing that those are also extremely long games, so screw it. I think I'd probably go with Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom without even knowing, because that means I don't have to play hard mode as Oil Man in this game. So, yeah, that's my verdict. RNG Slide was going crazy. True, he did get nutty with it. Anyways, I was going to mention, so I kind of mentioned at the beginning of the stream earlier that this is my first stream trying out Honk instead of PNG Tuber Maker. So if there are errors, let me know. And I was also alluding to the fact that while PNG Tuber Maker is janky, so is Honk. Great, but it's janky in its own ways. So in my testing for Honk, I only had the audio desync with the mouth movements like once, and it didn't ever happen again. So I think we fixed that issue at the very least. I probably won't have to reset the mouth every 40 minutes or so to ensure an audio sync, which is good. But there are some other issues along the lines of like, okay, the audio like the mouth sync gets a big delay on it if like I'm opening new programs it's unfamiliar with, which it doesn't quite make sense, but like put it this way, like I opened up Honk for testing, and then the first time I opened Firefox, like it had some lag issues and I had to like reset the microphone in the same, deselect my microphone, select a different input, and then select back to my microphone again, kind of way that I did for PNG Tuber Maker. To reset things to get it back to working, and then anytime I would open Firefox in the future, it was just fine to work. There was no more issues left anymore. Similarly for today, everything was fine, and then I had to open up Megaman, or I had to open up PPSSPP first for the first time, and it freaked out and it lagged out and I had to reset things, but then it was fine after I reset the mic and it hasn't screwed up yet since. So that's one of the jank things. Another jank thing is that I still have the main body of Crash here as a GIF in OBS because this program does not support GIFs or animated PNGs. And the author had at one point expressed interest in trying to make it support GIFs and animated PNGs. However, the Honk is also abandonware. It's just more recently abandonedware. So the last time Honk was updated was in 2022, compared to whenever the fuck PNG Tuber Maker was last updated, which was certainly earlier than that. So, you know, shit's still kind of whack. But, you know, country boys make do, as they say. Yeah, what else? Otherwise, the program's working okay, all things considered. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes with the stream. I'm not entirely sold on it yet, but, you know. If it doesn't have the audio sync problem, then I'm not going to complain. Speaking of problems, holy shit. Okay. Good, we got that. Now, please make the jump. Alright. There we go. I would rather collect 900 Koroxys and play Oil Man again. At least on hard mode, probably. I don't know. Like I said, I never played the game. Maybe Tedium seems a little bit easier to do than ball crushing difficulty. Second helping of dinner and double your workout. Excellent. We love to hear that. Dinner is in fact good. Still on that Thanksgiving gorge mindset. We love to see it. Original hardware to play these games. Yep, totally. I just said the letters twice because I'm very special about how I like to say those exact words. It's a regional dialect. Okay, this is a fucking interesting one. Oh, okay, just a neutral throw. Makes me want to see Crash play You Are Empty. I've never heard of that. Oh, you fucking bastard. I saw that happening. Now I have to go back. Damn it. Oh yeah, Joes do kind of have a side grade. He's interesting. Why can't Bomb Man bomb jump? He does not have the gunboats. He would just take too much damage from the explosion if he tried to rocket jump. Masterclass Slav Jank. Ah, excellent. Joes are not only in one stage in this game. I mean, maybe in the original. I don't think so, but... actually, no, I think, yeah, in the original it was only Bomb Man stage, but... Here, they've been in Time Man stage as well, at the very least. And I think a couple Wily stages. Yeah, you're talking about the original. Cool, cool, cool. Mega Man any percent rules are indeed. Finish the game as fast as possible. All variations of Mega Man allowed. IGT is used. Not sure what that is. Resetting levels is forbidden and will invalidate your run. Video is required. Just use Mega Man Charge and play on easy. Yeah, I mean, I suppose. That sounds like what an any percent runner would do. If they're just trying to go absolutely as fast as possible, then easy mode is usually kind of the go-to for that. In-game timer. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Especially given save loads versus on original versus emulating. Alright, now I can actually move forward as Bomb Man. Yippee! I will get you one day, Fireman Scenery Pack. Fireman just has to win the vote first. Fireman just needs to, you know, do a little bit better of campaigning off in Monsteropolis, his 3rd district, and he'll certainly cinch it next week. Already tired of Don't Cry Now. Are you sure? Because you got, like, at least, you know, an hour and a half left of hearing it.
You've been changed into a bad robot, blowing things up at random.
That's a bit harsh. I've never done anything I'm ashamed of.
Even if it
Okay,
cuts me in
I'm
half,
sorry.
I will make
I had to laugh at that just because that's the same, that's a bit harsh, that appears in the fucking, like, Wily rematch. They just said, screw it, we'll just reuse that line. No one's gonna notice. No one's gonna care. Okay, Cutman is taking full advantage of the guts blocks he has. Okay, and Bomb Man has the issue of standing in place when he throws his bomb. Okay. You're part of the problem. That's fine, whatever. We can have my enjoyment later on. I can delay my gratification. Okay, Cutman is realistically not that hard. I just have to, like, not... I have to try just to not go, like, full press the fire button constantly on him, and it should be fine. Whoop. Oh, try to send it upwards. Little bastard almost got me. Ow. Damn it, didn't do a very high jump that time. Okay, and he's gonna fire now, and he's gonna come up here, okay. Cutman, can you start doing your... There we go. Thank you. Get rid of these fucking guts blocks. Thank you. Oh, you were supposed to jump one more time. That's bullshit. Ah! Ah! He can destroy my bombs. This is a bad place to be. Alright, well, we can try that again. evil counterpart put Kronk doesn't like me to have fun. Excited for Thursday? You're excited for Thursday? What you excited for Thursday for? I could share the Jackbox recording with you as well, Grim. Oh yeah, for anybody who wasn't there, the Jackbox stream was the Jackbox night was very funny. We all had collective brain rot over Undertale when a prompt had Mother 3 in it. We kind of all made the same answer. I should probably actually focus for Cutman. Bullshit, but okay. Ah, Prime 4. Nice. Cutman cuts the beige rope-colored wire. That's what works. Mother fucking Cutman. Oh my god. Jumping. I'm just gonna try a throw again. Make him throw it at the block. Throw it at the block, not me. Cutman. Oh, okay. Finally, we get rid of the guts blocks. Oh, whoa! Oh, you fucker! You threw it slightly early. God damn it. Yeah, no, the several repetitive lines are definitely starting to get to me too. Experience the hell you dealt with when trying this NES. Sort of. I think you probably had it harder given that Hyper Bomb was worse. For context, Grim recently mentioned that he tried beating Cutman with just Hyper Bomb in the original Mega Man 1, where even with infinite ammo, it's like just a pretty miserable experience given Cutman's pattern and how bad Hyper Bomb can be in the original game. Okay, tries it again. And I've lost the pattern. Where the fuck am I in Cutman's pattern right now? Yes, please do this attack more, Cutman. I'm probably in instant kill range for it, but it's just so much easier to dodge. And plus, I hated that Cutman can just occasionally pull out, like, a double rolling cutter like that. It makes him very unpredictable. Ugh. The two voice lines are being said at the same time. Only now you know what he's saying? Huh. I mean, that's an interesting mishearing of the line there, Scorebar. I thought it was always pretty clear. So I guess I never really had Cutman quite as down as I thought I did. I guess that's what this is showing me and showing you all tonight. Yeah, exactly, Bomb Man. You'll show them that I don't have Cutman's pattern down. Huntman certainly got the biggest upgrade compared to the classic game in terms of both AI and his gameplay abilities when you actually play as him. Okay, time for the big shears. Ooh, I nearly moved away too late from the wall. Okay, 3, now he's gonna do a thing. Picking up a third time, he's gonna do this again. One, 2, 3. You fired it early, you bastard. 2, 3 jumps. Gonna fire again. There we go. Okay. No, thankfully we're not here for another 45 minutes, Pink. You're totally fine. Oh, okay.
Nice job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you for winning. Yes, I would also like to thank myself for winning. I'd like to congratulate myself on a job well done, actually. Somebody hand me the gold medal so I can put it around my own neck. In a celebratory fashion. Alright, where are we headed next? Where are we headed next, y'all? Obama Man? Unfortunately, not a choice. But you are correct in understanding that reference. Iceman. I'll go with Iceman then. Yeah, okay. Green metal since it matches my color scheme. I didn't know that Grimspecs was a Green Lantern out here, or had at least a Green Lantern ring. That seems pretty cool. I'd take a green metal if it was made out of Green Lantern energy. Although that does mean it would probably disappear the moment that the ring gets shut off or they stop focusing on it, so... Maybe a bit of a scam, but it is at least really cool for a couple of seconds to say in real life, I have a Green Lantern ring. I have a Green Lantern medal. That's pretty cool. You bet y'all didn't think this was real, huh? Sure shows you. Till I beat the Emerald weapon. I'm not fighting Robotnik in this game. That was a couple weeks ago, where I played Sonic Spinball. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really do all that much over my Thanksgiving break, if I'm gonna be honest. I have surprisingly little to talk about. I mostly just used the 4.5 days off of work to just like decompress and recharge and get my shit together. Like, I have been very exhausted by this whole year, and especially the last 2 months at work. I didn't have any Thanksgiving plans. I didn't even, like, cook anything for myself on Thanksgiving Day. Like, it just... I just was not feeling it, simply put. And I even turned down an offer to go to a coworker's family Thanksgiving get-together because it's like... Well, it was out in the suburbs, and it would have taken me, like, a 40-minute Lyft ride to get there. And, like, while that's not the biggest inconvenience in the world, boy, I was just not feeling like it. So, I stayed home for Thanksgiving and I called my parents, which was fun. You know, got to catch up with Mom and Dad, which is nice, but... You know, it's, I'm very enervated this year, and it is also the same exact reason why I'm probably not going to be, traveling for winter break either. I just don't got it in me like I used to. Okay, I think I gotta wait for this one. But overall, it was still pretty good, all things considered. Oh, that jump always makes my butt clench a little bit. Okay. Crash after I kill all the other Green Lanterns becomes a villain. Because a space bug that was the embodiment of fear itself spoke sweet somethings into his ear. Actual comic lore. I think if the space bug who the space bug who speaks sweet nothings into my ear is either defective or pink. It's one of the two. But yeah, I mean, the only somewhat interesting things I did with my break were just like set up Honk and do other streamer shit. There's a bot now in the stream in the server. Isn't that nice?
What are you babbling about? You think I'm
Now you can get multiple roles and I can stop pinging at everybody. You're honored? Yes, you are. You're notable for having evil video game ideas. So between evil video game ideas and you know, basically being the devil saying no, file for an extension. You know, it works. Couldn't join the Spinball stream. Watching you fail would have cracked you up, not gonna lie. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Chris. But yeah, no, it was, I mean, I gotta try it again at some point. I came, again, about so close to actually being able to fight Robotnik, and then I just glitched through the floor at the last second in the showdown, and it's like, oops, there goes all your lives. Have fun. If this was an arcade game that cost quarters, you would probably beat the shit out of the machine. No, sir, I didn't eat those explosives. Suspiciously bomb-shaped Iceman. Iceman was killed in active combat from an IED at the Battle of Stalingrad. He was also not equipped with any weaponry. He just charged right in, and it didn't work out so well for him. But he cleared a path for the brave man behind him, Frostman. All right, where are we headed to next, Chucklefucks? The ice fields. All right, all good comedy today. Look at that. The sleep deprivation hasn't stopped you from being funny. Gortzman. You're one letter off from spelling Jortsman. I would like to see a Jortsman and his pantsless glory. Well, I mean, all right, Gutsman's already pretty pantsless. You can kind of see, you can kind of notice his bulge a little bit there. But I think Jortsman would be a pretty good fan game addition. You could probably have a bunch of different... Oh, that could actually be kind of a fun fan game, all things considered, if you made Robot Masters that were all themed off of different pieces of clothing. You could have, like, Jorts Man, Camisole Woman, T-Shirt Man, and, I don't know, what other ideas? Socks Child? You could fight your first child Robot Master, isn't that fun? Alright, fuck the Picket Man. I don't want to actually fight him. You can design a Jorts Man? Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Thong Man. Thong Man would be a fun fight because I feel like that would be someone who is like slinging things at you using the thong. Like like Thong Man has a slingshot that he uses to fire shit at you. Maybe other thongs. That's my headcanon, at least. You already designed such a legendary robot master as Fridge Man and Spaceman, who is literally a walking space bar. Spaceman's gonna give Megaman a long, long break. Get it? Like a break in a sentence? I'll take my leave now. Alright, I'm back from my leave. Did anything exciting happen? Gimp Suit Man. For a split second there, I read that as Grimp Suit Man, which now I just have the image of Grimspecs in a Gimp suit. At least the Purple Skull Man in a Gimp suit. I'm gonna stop thinking about this now, but I'm gonna leave you all with that thought, so you can think about it more. Also, the Mets can apparently be flipped over. Nice. They're very cute. Just wiggling on their goopy little bodies. Was the Grimp there? Yeah, that's the same kind of energy. You're so right. Get the hell out of here, Blader. Oh my god. They don't have legs in this game, and yet are made to still help with construction. Mets are dumb. Yeah, Mets, I don't feel like Mets have ever made sense as a robot to help with anything. They are just moving hard hats that for some reason can shoot bullets. I don't see how that could be useful, or how that could even be made into something non-bullety and actually helpful. A Red Sox fan. Aren't the Knicks the new thing out there?
Cool self, Guts Man. Fighting, fireworks, festivals. That's where it's at.
F alliteration, yes.
Fireworks with me, your superior? Well, ain't you just special? Ready?
Oh, Gutsman's not gonna take this shit from a from his employee, huh? Gutsman's not a fun kind of boss. He doesn't allow you to actually play with ordnance on site. What kind of a fucking lame boss is that? I know I could probably play with ordnance on site at my job, as long as I framed it as a workplace safety event. To be like, here's the things that you should do when you're setting off ordnance. Different species of Met in this universe, because in the later Mega Man Classic games, they do have legs. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's just different, you know, retoolings of the same robot frame. But even with the little legs, I'm like, how could this be helpful? I could only maybe see, like, Helimets being useful for being able to carry, like, a wrench up several, you know, stories of building. Need to cook. Next stage, anyways. Like Gutsman and Bombman's relationships kind of established here. It's a cute lore thing you don't see unless you play as those guys. Yeah, they do certainly have kind of a, They have a certain personal, level to them, but then they also have, like, this, jobliness between them as well. Won't allow explosives to work site, but Vor is fine, I guess. Different Gutsman, different Gutsman! The other Gutsman doesn't have a work site, he just Vors people. Uh-oh. Oh no! I'm just noticing my mouth is desyncing now. Oh, God damn it. Well, then it looks like I spent money for nothing if the same issues are occurring. It just took like 15 minutes longer for the mouth to desync. Alright, well. Hot boy it is, we'll go over to Fireman. Hopefully that was a one-time thing. Maybe it won't happen again, he says, huffing a large amount of copium. Well, I think that's another motivation for me to not actually go anywhere with my winter vacation. Just have 2 weeks to hole up and go on Blender for at least half of those days and finish all my optimizations and fucking get the 3D model out the door. So then I could start thinking about, okay, well now the model's done. How do I debut this? How do I come up with a whole hullabaloo to drum up some hype and get myself out there? Because that'll take its own amount of time. Although I don't think I'm going to do anything insane for it, because I'm not spending, like, big budget production money on, like, a lore video and, like, a million other things. But, you know, I could do some funny shit in front of a green screen. Talk about myself. That works. Okay, this section sucks with any character. This is stupid. That hothead is in a terrible place. Fireman? How's man gonna get a job now in this economy? Well, you see, he was only a gig worker anyways, so we'll just simply go over to part-time man and land another insecure position there. Who out of the powered-up robot masters would make the best partner? I'm going to assume you're meaning in the romantical sense, rather than partners in crime. Because if it was partners in crime, I mean, it'd be Bomb Man, because bombs, they're bombs. In terms of perhaps a romantic partner, that's a good question. Who would actually be like... Hold on, I should probably focus for this jump. This jump sucks. Oh shit, Bomb Man could do that. Nice, okay. Okay, let's start with bad ideas. Cutman would not be a good idea because Cutman is basically a child. Bomb Man would be, you know, fun for the party-going lifestyle, but if you're not into that, then Bomb Man would probably make a very poor showing at actually taking care of domestic issues and, you know, listening to problems and just doing mundane shit without causing a scene. Fireman could be good, but Fireman also has the problem of just, like, at least in this game, non-stop talking about how just things are, and so, like, he probably would end up always going on, like, some moral tirade. Fireman would either be too woke or very not woke, and it would be not fun. He would not be fun to be around. It's really a toss-up either way. So I don't think Fireman would be good. Iceman, I mean, Iceman would probably be fine if you're cool with, like, insensitive to the, like, sort of dual personality thing he's got going on. That's not a deal breaker for many people, and many people find that interesting, so, you know, maybe Iceman could be alright. Time Man, he's way too punctual. He's 4 seconds late, he'll cause a whole thing. Yeah, plus Time Man's also just kind of a jerk, too. Time Man's just not been very nice. Partner in crime, yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier. Chemical Substance, Acid Man's also good. I mean, you know, outside the power-up schema. I mean, I'm a sucker for Elec Man, actually, now that I've finally gone through it all. Elec Man, I just love his eccentric vibes. Like, I'm a little bit charmed by him, even as a straight man myself, so... I like that. I like that about Elec Man. Plus, I'm...
Boom! Blast everything! Yes! That's what I like! What a great match this will be! Fire!
Awesome. Okay, Bomb Man has some good fucking dialogue between him and his brothers. Okay, I was trying to drop a bomb, but I don't think it was maybe the best of ideas. I think I just do something like this, maybe? Okay, Fireman... Okay, so Fireman apparently attacks when you... Okay, Fireman just counterattacks. It's not when he gets hit. It just so happens with every other character. It's very easy to just hit him and... Huh. What the fuck do I do here? Okay, I guess I need to... Huh. Okay, that's the extremely jank way I have to fight Fireman. I have to... Either I fight him like I did Oil Man, or I have to kind of jump over him and then wait for him to walk into the explosion. And also clear him at the same time. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, Gutsman's kind of good. He's a bit of a golden retriever boyfriend, I could see. It'd definitely not be a bad idea. Bear, no. Keep that shit out of here. But welcome, welcome. We are currently fighting as Bomb Man. And Fireman is a weird fight as Bomb Man. At the very least, the typical strats do not pan out as well. Maybe I should just... Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna fight him like I did as Oil Man. Okay, well that's the problem if I fight him like as does if I do Oil Man. He does kind of just come up with the fire wave and then hit you with the firestorm, so maybe I won't do that. You have to really perfect your distance against Fireman as Bomb Man. Oh, please, fireman, don't just torch me. Okay. This is a fucking weird fight. Okay, good. I think I was about to die there. About to return. Network decided. Okay. Well, that sucks. Hopefully, best wishes, Proto. You might be able to get it done quick. But yes, we were talking about before you got here, Bear, which powered up character or Robot Master would be the best romantic partner. What's your take on it? Bondman's not sort of relationship, long distance rarely works out. And yeah, he's not around, true. It's unlike Slime Man. Slime Man's always there for you. Electman would basically say skill issue, lol, to your own problems and make it about himself. I don't know if he would make it about himself, but he probably would say skill issue to everything, which I could deal with. I think I could deal with that. Would Ocean Man take me by the hand and lead me through the land? He certainly would. Where do we want to go next to? Electman, the charming devil himself, or Megaman? And I can agree, Oil Man would not be good for the social consequences. Unless you can convince him to start wearing that scarf around his mouth, it's probably not going to work out. Zesty Electman, true. Fairy Leviathan would be amazing if you never made things dull. Powered up robots, but kinda, I guess. I don't know. Fairy Leviathan to me is a very one-note Mega Man character. Like, she likes fighting, and she thinks it's, like, I don't know, attractive, I guess, because Zero is, like, she kind of has a crush on him, because everybody has a crush on Zero in the fucking X/Zero series. That's, I don't know, that's about it for me, for Fairy Leviathan. She doesn't really inspire a lot. She's just kind of there. Fairy Leviathan's too freaky. I mean, I guess maybe in the sense that she'll probably want to, like, put you in some kind of, like, I don't know, Machiavellian mousetrap or something like that to, like, test you or something. Like, I don't know, that's, like, kind of hot, I guess. Yeah, no, I guess I don't get it. I'm not freaky enough. I don't understand the appeal to Fairy Leviathan or why she's so freaky. Like, she just, I don't know, she makes ice dragons at you and likes to fight. That's about it. But then again, maybe I don't remember 02 and 03 well enough, given that I've played them once, so. Cutman has standards and would want you to look good. It's kind of true, but you gotta remember, Bear, that, like, Cutman is definitely also, like, the most childlike character in this whole game, so I would say Cutman is an instant no on those grounds. But, I mean, if, you know, the whole just, you know, if the whole anime acting voice, just being like, oh, sir, you really are a bad robot, is just a ruse and he just kind of sounds young, then, you know, it's, maybe it's not that bad. No one has really a canonical age here anyways, I don't think. Well, no, the robots definitely do have some kind of canonical age. I have no idea of how they're age-coded, though. It's still a bit of a toss-up. Duff McWhalen. Yeah, I think we talked about that before when we, oh my god, it's... Cutty's not done with you yet, kitten. Bleh. Bleh. Yeah, I think Grim and I spoke about this once when we were waiting for a different Jackbox night to talk about which of the X Mavericks would be good sexual encounters or even romantic ones. And Duff McMahon was probably pretty up on that list. I don't remember who else which other ones were like high up on that tier list again, though. I think we might have at some point said that Launch Octopus and Volt Kraken were both good options. Yum. A lot of good options for Mavericks. Yeah. It helps they all have all big animal person, or they have big personalities. They're all adults, and for some people this might be a benefit. They're all they're all vaguely animal. They're mechanical furries. I feel like Bubble Grab has nothing going on. I'm gonna be honest. Also, I think. Oh no, wait, no, that's never mind. I think it's something different.
So revolted. You're so ugly. The less time with you, the better.
I'll show you. It's the beauty on the inside that counts.
I suppose you're right. Fireworks explode into such beautiful colors. I'll expose your inner beauty for you.
Damn, again, Elecman, such a bitch. I love him. He's just so beautifully mean. He's not just mean in like a very simple way. All of his insults are finely crafted per the person. Okay, he's gonna do a jump next. Okay. Next, he's gonna do a ground shot. Ground shot next. Okay. Air shot next. Ow. There we go. Well, Time Man can technically be super romantic. Think how he could stop time, maybe with you more, and make moments last forever. Can't quite stop time, but he could slow it down. So he can definitely make good moments last longer. So that's nice. I agree with you on that one, actually. Although the only thing about Time Man that does suck is that he's just kind of terse. He doesn't really like to speak at length or in very nice terms. He's very straight to the point, and the bluntness can be kind of rough to deal with. Yeah, they did only have like 5 Bomb Man lines, just reused everything possible. I don't know why Bomb Man feels the least acted. I guess maybe they just really didn't like the voice actor or something. And they were like, oh fuck, we're not gonna call them back to get more lines. Blame Heinard for date night? Hell no. Take your ass back to the drawing board. Not only does Flame Heinard have mental issues that may make him unable to properly consent, he also fucking shouts burn to the ground constantly. I'm not doing that. Barry, like, yes, I want to date somebody on meth the whole time. Nasty. Let's see. If I had to think of a good romantic partner generally of all the Robot Masters, and I wasn't just gonna take the easy route and say Splash Woman, what would I have to say? Who's got like maybe the best personality that I know of? I don't know. It's kind of tough because like the Robot Masters don't get a whole lot of personality in the games, so unless you read all the comics, I'd probably just end up having to go with, you know, my namesake of Crashman because I love his design so much. Also, he's like, in the comics, I know as much at least that he's kind of like a sarcastic bastard with anger issues. And it's like, okay, I can relate. I used to be. At least the anger issues part. Now I'm just the sarcastic part. But I think the lack of hands would certainly start to become an issue for many, many reasons. Tornado Tunyon is a romance partner. I don't think I could get through the relationship without laughing at the accent constantly. I'm sorry if that makes me a bad person, but that's just Tornado Tunyon's very funny sounding, and he's very stereotypically like Dutch? Question mark? Stereotypically something. Now, Tornado Man actually would probably be a real good bet. Tornado Man's a good all-around kind of guy, it seems, so I bet that Tornado Man would be a real good partner. See, Bear, you think I've thought about this hard. I'm just kind of coming up with shit on the fly. Maybe Pink and Grim have thought about it quite a bit, but... Did a smash and pass of all the Robot Masters and Mavericks. Hot shit.
Dr. Wily's a blast bomb, man. Come join our party.
It was not the first VC call we ever had, but it was like when we were waiting for Jackbox.
Then I'm gonna have to make you blow up like one of your bombs.
Okay, wait. Oh, yeah, yeah, shit, I'm actually fighting, like, Megaman. I have to remember, like, what his pattern is. There we go. Yeah, I have not personally put very much thought into which Robot Master is most smashable / dateable. It's not exactly my MO when I'm playing a super fighting robot game that is full of mostly men and I'm not men attracted. I'm usually just like, ah, yes, the women, the few women that are in this series. But even then, I'm still more like, oh, cool. Alia's like kicking ass, and Palad's annoying. And Fairy Leviathan's like alright, I guess. Let's go for Clown Man. Oh no. we have a fucking circus sexual in the chat, everybody. I don't need to honk any honk any balloons and have water burst in my face, thank you.
Dr. Light.
Quick, Proto, which Maverick would you fuck? The entire health of the stream depends on it.
How horrible!
Dr. Wily, you are a
Wire a swing. That's a typo of all time. Holy shit.
Sorry for yourself, Dr. Light. You're full of regret, aren't you? Well then, come to my fortress, Castle Wily. I've already sent you an invitation.
Yeah, we were smash and passing. Apparently, we were talking about smash and passing of Mega Man characters. As we get into Yellow Devil. Yellow Devil could be anything. Your opinions on if Yellow Devil's a good smash is basically, is Ditto a good smash? Like, that's basically how it works. And I don't know. My answer is, like, probably yes. Anyways. I don't know. I have nothing left to contribute to this conversation. In terms of other Mega Man shit, like in terms of other Mega Man shit, I was watching, again, I was watching Bad at Video Game stream Megaman 2 last night, and, man, it is, I think I've said this before, but I will say it again, watching stuff going into, like, tier 3 and 4. The Megaman 2 levels, even the worst levels in Megaman 2 are a lot worse. Like, the bottom half of Megaman 2 levels are a lot worse than even, like, the bottom 2 tiers of Megaman 3. Like, there is really some fucking questionable decisions being made in some of those levels. Because, like, I watched, the stream that I was watching only got through, like, a couple of levels because we just happened to be, like, we happen to just be on, like, the really fucking long and miserable ones of tier 3 and 4. Like, the stream opened up with, I think it was, like, Abandoned Fortress or whatever, which is, for those who remember Magmammal 2, that one Magmammal level that has, like, over 100 screens and is, like, divided into a bunch of different color sections, has the most obtuse hints in the world, a random 16-bit Crash Band fight, and, 4 nickels scattered throughout. Good luck. That took forever to get through, even with me helping the entire time. And after that, it was also still just more and more of, like, just like, oh my god, this level is baffling decisions over and over again. Forgotten Fortress. Yep. Partial inspiration for fun bags. Ah.
Speaking a language I can understand.
Let me put it in a language you can understand. Bomb Man is that fucking cop from Bean movie. From Killer Bean. It's not called Bean movie. What the fuck am I saying? 2, 3, 4. Maybe I can take a moment to try and remember what levels I was watching last night in tier 4, because I know it was half of the beginning ones. Oh, there was also like the there was also like that fucking airlock level in tier 4 that has like the physics that just flat out do not work and like just send you careening into spikes or nowhere all the time. That level was, oh my god, someone really said, yeah, you know what? this programming is good enough. I could totally pass this off. It's like, no, you cannot. You should just have made this a typical Gravity Man kind of setup. That was also a fucking a wild one. So yeah, no, Mag Mammal 3, the vetting process they did for that was absolutely necessary. Cause like, wow, most of like the bottom tier stuff in Mag Mammal 3 was just like, this is short and or unfinished and like maybe stupidly difficult in spots, but it's not like, there's only a few gigantic maze levels, and the gigantic maze levels that made it in at least made it fairly high, all things considered. Except for that one in tier 2. Man, I hate that House of Light and Dark, but at least there's only one of them. That's that bad. Velo Bevel, true. Good. Wire Sponge was in hell no. We're glad that Pink did not accidentally talk about Sponge with the mind of the child. At least Temple of Light and Dark is skippable. Proto, come on now. Even all the levels I'm complaining about in Mag Mammal 2 are also skippable. I'm not skipping any levels in Mag Mammals. Are you crazy? You think I respect my own sense of time? I'm playing Mega Man powered up here. Like, I don't respect my own time. You'd rather play through Temple of Light and Dark again rather than Hunter Tower? I mean, that's a tough one for me. Like, Hunter Tower kind of drove me crazy, but it also wasn't this absolutely just... Oh my god, like, Temple of Light and Dark was so irritating and had so many high damage enemies and, like, instant death setups and like, bosses that stuck around way longer than they needed to. Hunter Tower overstayed its welcome, for sure, but, like, at least it was not, like, an absolutely just grueling experience the entire way through. I can accept that a little bit more. Like, I guess normally I would rather accept, like, no, I guess my point is I would rather accept long and painful or long and not painful over long and painful. Play X6 meme over the most of the low tiers. Huh. I'm not quite sure if I'd go that far. X6 meme wasn't horrendous, but certainly wasn't one I really want to play again. I guess I would probably put it higher than, like, the unfinished levels in Mag Mammal 3. Like the other tier 1, tier 2 garbage that, or, well, maybe I shouldn't be so mean, but the other tier 1 and tier 2 stuff that just clearly was, like, rushed, like, a week and a half before the submission date. X6 meme is at least, you know, try it. It at least succeeds in being a troll level, I'll say that. I would agree short and grueling over long and boring, but the comparison here is long and grueling or long and not grueling, so I think I know my pick. Mirror Woman did not break me as much as a lot of other people, but, like, it still certainly made me feel kinda ill, and I had absolutely no desire to take on the completely 100% for fun souped up mini boss while upside down. There was I did not do that. I have no incentive to do that. I will not do that unless, I don't know, I go back for the invisible stars one day and I have to. Yeah. Mirror Woman wasn't, like, super... Mirror Woman was somewhat nauseous, but it was mostly the just, like, the puzzles to figure out were very much like, who the fuck is going to figure this out? Worthless Man's level didn't mind that much, so that says you won't select as a requirement for the 5th token. Well, we all know the short on my channel that expresses my feelings towards that level. That level's the worst in the entire game. I hate that level.
Welcome home.
That level might only be the only level that comes close to that in terms of irritation for me is Temple of Light and Dark. I hate both of those levels equally. Worthless Man needed to be trimmed down, coming from the guy who made fun bags. This is not the pot calling the kettle black. This is two pots calling each other. My lawyers advised me not to finish this joke. But yeah, I'm not, rewatching Megaman 2 playthrough, I'm kind of like, ooh, maybe I'm not as excited to play this game as I thought I would be. I'm gonna replay that game eventually on the channel, and man, it's gonna be quite an experience to get through the bottom tiers again. I did not remember the bottom tiers being genuinely this awful. I'll catch up on chat after I'm not being assaulted by bullets. Ow. Ow. Okay. Have I played 24 or 48 hours yet? No, I have not. I will be getting that eventually.
Warning.
No, I know. I'm just poking fun at the whole fun bags thing. Don't worry, Grim. Sure made to the stream just in time. Basically.
You gonna get in my way?
Oh, wow. Bomb Man, I just want to set things right. How about that? Good for you. Yes, hello, Ilvo. Welcome. You're just in time for the, You're just in time for the totally not a Dalek, fight. Which Bomb Man does not seem to do very well against. I'm not gonna lie, I expected Hyper Bomb to do a little bit more to a bubble. I guess it doesn't have a lingering hitbox, so maybe it can't do everything that I would want it to. Oh, well, that sucks. I didn't think that would actually destroy. I'm gonna die here. But I might as well pretend like I'm not going to die here. Need to freeze it before shattering it, probably. Yeah, you're right. That would probably work. Especially given that Bomb Man's good against Iceman in this game. Yeah, no, I have no point of reference for the 48-hour Mag Mammal. I have to get to it eventually. I could imagine the experience being kind of boring for a lot of people, though, just given that, yeah, it's a make the best level you can in 24 to 48 hours experience. Like, the levels are probably not going to have the same amount of polish and dedication as the best levels in the main Mag Mammal games would. 24 hours is sub 10 levels? Wow, that is really small. That's smaller than Mag Mammal 1. Oh, nice. We actually killed him during the transition. Alright, one more, and we're out of CWOMP hell. Alright, well, we got boxed in there because this boss is very poorly designed. There we go.
Kaboom!
24-hour runs off the Megaman 2 engine, 8 levels total. Huh. Playing 24 hours since it runs off the same engine as... Oh, okay, cool. Well, that'll be good. At least only one thing runs off of the original Megaman 1 engine.
Welcome home.
Great job! And no injuries, too.
I imagine that kind of makes sense, honestly. Given that, like, most people, like, or that the dev team is a little ashamed of Megaman 1 running off of, whatever Game Maker 1 engine jank that they had going on there. So much so they wanted to make, you know, a Megaman 1 remake. So, like, yeah, they probably wouldn't have allowed 24 Hour to stand without a remake on its own if it also wasn't running on the Megaman 2 engine. At least that's my guess of things. Yeah, the Blika engine, that sounds familiar. Megaman 1 does have jank options if you want that sauce, true. If you really need to spice up your experience with some nonsense, then Megaman 1 is the way to go. Which I wonder if we'll get that sauce on this channel anytime soon. Foreshadowing that is foreshadowing that is spelled in all caps with a neon sign. Also, I see that against all fucking efforts, Honk is lagging again, so I have to reset the mic. Why? This was supposed to. You were supposed to. You were supposed to balance the force, not destroy it. Honk was supposed to be the chosen program. Yeah, Honk is also weird in the sense that it only does mouth tracking if you're clicked out of the window. Once you click into the window, it then goes to like the customization window to like actually edit the JPEGs. But no. Yeah. It doesn't. It seems that no program that actually gives mouth phenome tracking is good. So that sucks. If I wanted to have a better program, I would have to sacrifice the mouth tracking and have to get a whole new thing or reuse assets that Nulk made in a way that they weren't really intended to be used. So I guess I'm just stuck with a program that only fucks up every like 50 minutes instead of every 40 minutes now, and maybe fucks up less noticeably bad. Oh, you almost got me with that one time, man. Time Man, you're, for some reason, only taking, like, 1 damage ass. Gee, Dr. Light, how come Cutman gets to do, like, 3 damage to every Robot Master while I have to deal 1 damage to some of them? It's just not fair. Don't believe the new boss is related to OG Judge issue. Him's a way funnier than Voltman. Oh, okay. I removed Joltman as the creator of Eternal didn't consent. Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting lore to know. I don't know all the lore behind the Magmammal stuff, so to actually hear about some of it is kind of neat. I only know the lore of the development hell for Magmammal 3 because I read that Google document. I'm not very familiar, no. But the Powerpuff Girls character is exactly what I'm thinking of too, Pink. Alright, Fireman, time to have a weird fight with you again, because you do not Bomb Man does not have a really good arc on your ass. Okay, that's not going to... Oh, that will hit him, okay. This is the shit I gotta do when I don't have a fucking straight arcing bomb. Or, well, when I do, but it requires me to be, like, on the floor to actually hit with it. Or if I hold down to try to air bomb him, it doesn't really work because holding forward takes precedence. Oh, great, now I'm going to get stuffed again. Boy. Alright, come on, Fireman. Back into your pattern. Back into your government-mandated pattern. Ow. Why did I... Anyways. What the... Hey, I was... Whatever. Air strike. I never played any episode 0 either. Gotta get back to that at some point. Thank you. Thank you for saying I got this, Ilvo. It is much appreciated. This is the praise I need to survive the harsh winter. Alright, I guess I could probably do Iceman with how little health I have left. More curated. Cool people worked on easy. Yeah, no, I'll definitely get to easy at some point. We've got, but, you know, I plan to work my way chronologically up through the Mag Mammal games. Now, you know, 3 being the exception. I'll work my way up chronologically, and we'll get to easy soon enough, I guess. Oh, well, yeah, speaking of the season of Eternal Cold, hey, it's not only the season of Eternal Cold or Eternal Darkness, it's also the season of Eternal Static, which I now remember how much I hate that I have to, like, every time I touch anything metal, I'm liable to get shocked, and it sucks. I hate it. It's probably the worst part about winter that I always forget about. Gutsman? Personal space, Gutsman. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It looks like the old weakness still works just fine. Haven't destroyed any electronics with my static powers yet. No, none have been destroyed. I've maybe had like a weird monitor reset or two at work because I've accidentally discharged electricity onto my computer, but for the most part, it's aight. It's whatever. It's just annoying. It's just something I have to always be like, God damn it, I'm electrically charged anytime I move anywhere. DVD logo kind of fall. Lamau. Ah, got too cocky there. Oh well, we can go take on Cutman now. In Mino Magnus' stage, true. That's a fun way to gamify being constantly electrically charged. Forget if you were actually planning on streaming OG Mag Mammal 1. I don't know. We'll see. I wonder what I'm going to do next after powered up. Anyways, it's time to stop spelling foreshadowing in all caps. And time to probably die to Cutman a couple times. Because Proto is right, this boss rush is still very stupid with having no health refills. It's still very possible, it's just not very, neither fun nor likely for anybody but Megaman to get through it Well, okay. This is definitely not gonna be a successful attempt. I can already tell. Ah! Damn it. I hate it when Cutman just does the double tap rolling cutter. He just doesn't delay for a second one for some reason. Megaman, cut up. You're watching Megaman cut up, the worst robot rush in series history. I mean, fuck, even the original Mega Man 1 gave you a Yashichi. Ah, Cutman, you almost got me with your doubled up bullshit. At least the robot refight, I don't have to deal with guts blocks in the arena, so it's a much more even and consistent playing field. I don't have high hopes about this attempt either, but still possible. Oh, this is a bad place to be. Terrible place to be. Why did I do that to myself? I got cocky again because I looked at the fucking HP bar, and the HP bar is not very distinct in this game. I thought he was one hit, not two. Ugh. Why does it look like I have some number of bars when I have like double the number of bars? Oh, it's just like fucking playing like it's just like playing Mega Man 8 or some shit, where you can never tell how much health anything has. Alright, whatever. I think Cutman might be the weakness boss that has given us the most difficulty since playing as Time Man when I didn't know how anything worked in this game. Which is pretty goddamn impressive considering that Cutman is normally like the most baby easy joke boss there is. And I'm gonna fucking die on this one again, aren't I? Because I'm too busy talking instead of actually trying. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to clutch this up, but screw it. Why not? Try again. Cutman, don't do that. Oh, just don't jump a third time, you know. Just completely mess up the timing of your own pattern. Rock, paper, scissors, bomb. Scissors handily beats bomb. Yeah. And paper and bomb are pretty neutral to each other. Because, you know, the bomb's fuse is not lit yet, so, like, the paper doesn't burn. Perfect fucking height rolling cutter. Ugh. Oh, he tries to get you with the double again. God damn. Cutman's AI is really fucking feisty. I hate it. I wish there was at least just a tell for when he was gonna, like, just double up on Rolling Cutter. But he just kind of brings it out, and hopefully you're in the right position to dodge it. Again, just like that. Yeah, okay. That sucks. That's ass. There was no winning option there besides position myself better in the first place. Alright, well, that's the first game over we've actually had on this stage in a while. That's actually sucks. Cutman is actually so hard to beat as Bomb Man. That's ridiculous. Yeah, we'll just go after Cutman first. Get him out of the way. First, I was just doing Time Man because that was also someone who I did 1 damage to, but I guess Time Man is a bit easier for me now. It's weird, we've come full circle where Time Man was like the boss that took me like it took me the longest time to actually get, and now it turns out that Time Man I actually fully understand, and Cutman I do not. Well, I get him, but he's not entirely predictable, so it ends up being a bit tougher. Alright, Cutman, come on. I'm back for more. Kung Fu Cutman will eventually not be able to beat the dynamite throwing Bomb Man. It is a martial art. It does work. I just have to prove myself. It does seem the only time Cutman does not double up on Rolling Cutter is when he does his, like, little taunt first to stand there and say slice and dice. That's the only time where he just doesn't double up on it for some reason. Oh, bad place to be. There we go. Got myself into a better position in the last second. Ah! Got me with the double. I was about to no-hit him. Damn. Would have been funny if that would have worked, but oh well. There we go. Sometimes when Cutman takes damage, you can hear Mario jumping. Maybe. I know that I could kind of feel a Mario jumping noise somewhere in there, but I kind of think that that's mostly just my actual jumping noise. Yeah, I guess I was getting better at Cutman's AI eventually, just getting a feel for it. It is just kind of, a lot of it does just come down to how much does he want to, throw bombs, or not throw bombs, how much does he want to double up on a Rolling Cutter constantly. There's a reason why Wily is absolutely ludicrously overpowered when he just spams Rolling Cutter all the time. Alright, now to take down the weirdly damage-resistant Time Man. I feel like this had to have been a coding error. Like, This does not feel like there's no reason for this to be like deliberate. Why am I doing less damage to Time Man? Unless it was like originally planned for like Bomb Man to be weak to Time Man. Like there's no reason for this to be doing such a paltry amount of damage. Unless it's some kind of weird pun about how all Bomb Man's bombs are like timed bombs. But I feel like that's maybe a little bit too galaxy-brained and giving the powered-up devs a little too much credit. Okay, come on, Time Man. We'd like to move on, please. Thank you. Just a couple more. Doesn't have much left in him. There we go. Most of the game feels like a coding or error. I don't feel quite like that. I still like this game. Like, put it this way, if I had this as a kid, I would absolutely get engrossed in playing this as many getting as many like, wow, there's 101 games in this one game kind of way out of this as possible. Like, I'd absolutely be like, okay, I will 100% this over the course of like a couple years. I probably will 100% this game at some point, just not all on stream because good God, that's not fun. But I don't know. I just like there's a lot of different content, different variety, and there's like a skilled player is rewarded kind of thing. Crash likes this game for the same reason like Shadow 05. Basically. I would have loved those 101 family clones. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, Megaman doesn't go damn. Where's that fourth robot master? So it does kind of lose points for that. Oh, thankfully we don't have to listen to Iceman going, "Oh, help me, sir," every single time. He just makes a little grunt, falls to his ass, kills him. Okay, who could I probably get done with this little health? I guess I can maybe do a Lekman? Give it a chance. No, the kicking me in the stones, that's Mega Man 5. Gotta wait a couple installments for that. Ah, I missed it. Okay, I think he had a grounded attack next? Okay, now he's gonna jump. He's gonna ground attack. Okay. Jump. Ground. Okay, now we're back to normal pattern. God, that was a long diversion that Lekman took there. Master sounds like Deku loses a guy with explosives. Capcom given the gift of prophecy. You know, sometimes it's not just life that imitates art, it's also art that imitates art. Makes you think, done it? Now, one other thing I've been thinking of trying to figure out how to set up for the stream quality's sake is how the hell do I set up like a fan art reel? I have literally no idea how to do that. I tried looking into things and there was no like Here's an easy streamer guide to set up a fan art reel in OBS. It was kind of always like, I don't know, upload your shit to Canva and hope that that works, but I didn't really want to do that. Canva seems to AI scrape. I guess there's always the option of... The other option I was able to find was load everything into VLC, but VLC has the distinct problem of, well, it's a black background and everything transitions instantly rather than, like, smoothly. So it's just a little bit jarring to watch. I don't know. More things for me to try to figure out over a winter break. Topic. Well, no. That art imitating art would not imply generative AI because it's not art. At least according to much of Twitter. He asked other streamers about fan art reels. Other streamers? Who do you think I am? somebody with a big number? I don't know if Bear has one. I could maybe ask. I don't know if Bear has one. I could maybe ask them for assistance. But otherwise, no, I don't have an idea. The simplest answer would be to find another streamer to ask questions about, but I don't know other streamers, so. One, two, three, four, 5. Ooh, I nearly threw there. Holy shit. Okay. Skinwalker equivalent of art, basically. Just like ask on social media or Reddit. Yeah, I mean, you know, I could do that. Not exactly hyped about either option. I mean, if I put that out onto you know, social media, maybe I'll get a response. I usually my posts go completely overlooked, but I don't know. There's a couple of random people on Blue Sky who seem to be VTubers and also like my stuff fairly regularly, even if they don't follow. Maybe they'll have. Maybe if I just talking too much. Maybe if I ask, I can get something. You're right. I'll ask that over my break, Proto. It's a good point. See if others have asked my question. I'm sure that other people have asked on Reddit, but I mean, I didn't find it when I Googled it, so I just didn't. I mean, I'm almost sure that somebody has asked this question in the fullness of time, but I just didn't see it, so I kind of, on the, like, 30 minutes I spent trying to look this up, I just kind of said, nah, well, maybe another time. Maybe I'll figure this out later. God, this is such a goofy fight as Bomb Man. Hey! Oh, come on. I shot that on the other side of you. Oh, bad decisions were made. Oh, come on, just take your 1 damage already, Fireman. There we go. All right, finally out of the robot refight jail. Now we can actually play the rest of the game. Still making decent time, all things considered. No Cutman or Rock time for sure, but still decent time. Ooh, 1-up. I'll take that. Especially after all my 1-ups have been exhausted. I don't have it. Yeah, not an all-solving hammer. Just like maybe a 90% solving hammer. This is, for all intents and purposes, my problem solver. It's not just, I can't just say my problem solver. I have to put some qualifiers on it, but, you know, it gets most jobs done. Hello, Undercover Defective. Has anyone said stop hammer time? No, in fact, no one has said this because it wouldn't be relevant to the conversation whatsoever. That's a very strange thing to say. Shame him.
Yo, firecracker! Any old fool can chuck bombs around. Idiot! Bombs aren't toys. Timing it right, lighting the fuse, that's the stuff you gotta leave to pros. I can do that. Wanna see? Boom!
All right, time for 2 nuclear bombs to go off on each other. And I honestly think I have the distinct advantage. My throwing arcs are much better than Copy Bomb Man's. Also, I think somehow my lingering hitboxes are better than Copy Bomb Man's, too. Like, Copy Bomb Man has some pretty fucking good lingering hitboxes, but mine are, like, actually ludicrous. Anyways, how you doing, Defective? You have a good, I think we talked recently, but you have a good, Thanksgiving? Or a good weekend? Team finally gave you a breather. I mean, yeah, in a sense. I mean, or I guess it gave me a break. They had to give all the breaks to other characters so that way they could look at Oil Man and say, "Oh, sorry, I guess there's just no more breaks left to give to anybody around here." Alright, one more bouncing bomb. Oh my god, the Bomb Man AI is still very annoying to fight with just how often he pulls out his fucking... Oh my god, he gets so many free high frames! This fight takes forever. Oh, and his bombs actually bounce mine off too, huh? Guess his bombs are stronger. Thanksgiving was good, how about y'all? Mine was good, I didn't do very much with it. I just rested for 4 days. And I made a delicious tomato soup on Saturday. That's not Thanksgiving Day. So that's the extent of cooking that I did. Oh, I just misread the line entirely. Whatever. We both do almost no damage to each other. Problem solvers. I remember that existing, and I remember looking at this and being like, wow, this is garbage. I do not want to watch this based on the trailer alone. It's kind of like how Teen Titans Go immediately gives off the opposite of aura the moment you look at it.
You did well.
You're not.
I'm counting on you in the next area, too.
Designed a Bomb Man inspired robot, sold them to someone, deactivated their account, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. Not all OCs can live on forever, unfortunately, but... them's the breaks. If I need Mega Man OCs, I'll let you know. But, 'cause I'll give them a good, loving home. Okay, Bomb Man, please, throw your bomb upwards. I don't know why he's suddenly being difficult, but... Cheese dish that didn't get served on Thanksgiving, good on dessert for the next few days. Oh yeah, well you got a lot in storage, huh? That's nice. I've been going through some October. I've been going through some Halloween cupcakes for the last over a month now. They've been in my fridge. They were like $6 for 12 of them at my store. They were on sale because it was like just post-Halloween, I think. And I mean, I don't know. They're nothing crazy to write home about. They are just cupcakes. But the most notable thing about them is just like how much blue dye they use to make the frosting black. Because, wow, my shit is dyed very, very blue the day after I have one of those. Oh shit, I got that on the first try, nice. Like, I'm not usually someone to be so concerned about artificial food dyes, but like, There's a lot of blue in that. it's a little bit gross how much blue there is. There's gotta be a better alternative. Shitting the same colors as outfits. Blue shit theory confirmed. What implications does this have for the Glup Shido lore? Rasp Man, Pancake Woman. Those are good. You could render all the fucking 100 sub bad designs that I had if you wanted to. That could be kind of funny. But you do have other fan art to finish first, so.
It's the only mistake I've made in my life.
Dr. Wily, you no good rotten. Ugh, I'm at the end of my fuse. Prepare for the blast.
Wow, Bomb Man was about to call Wily a bitch. That's crazy.
Insolent fool. I will crush you with a loud
The goofy crash thing for the inevitable EZ playthrough. Yeah, that could be fun.
creation, the ultimate combat robot, Wily Machine number 1.
Alright, oh no, I just realized how horrible this fight's going to be because Wily loves spamming his fucking rolling cutters. Wily's going to absolutely just inundate me with sharp shears, huh? Like these. Alright, I'll take free hits, Wily. Don't mind if I do. Like, can his shots block your bombs? I don't know. Screw us, I guess. Yeah, we get to hear Wily go bleh again. Isn't it exciting? Alright, well, it's a little above half health. We'll see how much he wants to spam the oil machine gun.
Curses! Useless piece of junk! Wait a second!
Okay. My decent sleep is starting to turn into I'm tired. Need to wrap this up so I can go to bed. And so all you sleep-deprived motherfuckers can get to bed too. I bet you're all raring for the bed. Okay, Firestorm. I'm just gonna sit this one out, Wily. You can go ahead and change to something else, and then we can talk. And Elect Beam. Alright, we can work with that. Alright, that was still too low to the ground. Okay, no, we can't fucking work with Thunder Beam. It's still too big of a projectile. It's bullshit. Damn it, his bombs can still block mine, just like Copy Bomb Man's could. Oh, here comes the weakness. That was a close shave, holy shit. Oh, and here's death. Cool. Preciso, welcome. It's strange to see someone playing powered up, very underrated Mega Man game despite it introducing a lot. Very first game in Legend plays the Robot Masters and even make stages. Yeah, you know, it's the only reason it really went, you know, so far underground is just like, you know, the fact that it was on the PSP and nobody played PSP games. I guess there are also some questionable design decisions. I mean, I'm several characters into the game at this point with multiple playthroughs and all, but you know, there certainly are some questionable decisions as far as like how did everything with Oil Man? Oil Man just can't catch a break for nothing, and it also has a very questionable design to say the least. But otherwise, no, I mean, I agree. I think this game is very fun. I like this as a standalone Mega Man game. There's a lot of different options to go through. A lot of different fun to be had. You get some insights into the personalities of a lot of the Robot Masters. And, you know, the game really does make you learn a lot to actually become good at it. I appreciate the fact that there are multiple difficulties. I don't appreciate exactly what they did with hard mode. They certainly made it hard, I'll give them that. Yeah, a lot of people aren't a fan of the art style either. I like it though. Most of you guys are Mega Man fans, dislike the chibi look. Criminal Capcom not add it to legacy collections. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day Capcom will remember they have a bunch of handheld games between the Game Boy games and this game, and they can release that all in one big handheld collection. But yeah, no, I mean, I do agree. It is kind of a shame that Capcom just, like, forgot about this game in its entirety. You know, despite the fact that they were just so determined to say, oh, but the PSP has so much, like, computing power. It's gonna be, like, the hit new thing of, like, the century. We've gotta make the new Mega Man game on the PSP. Everybody's gonna buy the PSP. Oh, well. Wishes in one hand, spitting in another, that kind of thing. So, I'm still happy with what we've got. We've got, I think we got a couple more playthroughs left, of this game on this channel here. We've got, we just did Cutman the other day. We're finishing up Bomb Man. We have left to do Elect Man, Fireman, Mega Man's Charge and Slide variants, and eventually I will have Proto Man, but I'll come back to him like a day far in the future. Because I do not feel like doing all 100 challenges on stream because, oh my god, that would that would bore people to tears. It would bore me to tears to watch. I'll probably record myself getting them all done just so that way I can have proof, but yeah, probably not streaming uploads. Sorry if I'm not reading chat right now. I'm doing my best to not lose the Wily lottery. Because it's only a matter of time until he pulls out the oil machine gun and absolutely nukes me. Or maybe not. Maybe I can get him. There we go, I got him. Sweet. And time, only a little over 2 hours. Nice. Sees oil, yeah, the one smiling France clip. Re-released as a Switch exclusive would be the funniest possible fate for Mega Man powered up. I think that would probably be where it ends up, all things considered. Let's see. Spit on that thing in the... shut up, Proto. Shut up. Congrats, thank you. Thank you, Proto. Keep talking. 4 runs left, maybe 5 Proto Man. Proto Man eventually. Ever played Mega Man again? I have not. I heard mixed things about that game, but it also looks kind of interesting. Or no, maybe it's Mega Man Arena is the one that I heard mixed things about. I don't quite remember, but I do play fan games occasionally. We just did a ROM hack last week, and Law of Justice was an easy but pretty decent fan game, all things considered. And you know, I like games like Rock Force that allow you to play as a lot of the Robot Masters. That one's pretty cool. So I don't know, Mega Man again could be different, or it could be a cool thing to try out. Still definitely a work in progress. All right, well, I've plenty of other things to get to, so maybe I'll come to play it when it's no longer a work in process. But overall, feelings on Bomb Man. Yeah, I mean, solid character. He's like, that'd be a good thing to do. I should do a tier listing of all the characters in this game to just feel like how fun it was to actually play them. But I think Bomb Man is probably like maybe a solid like B tier, low A. Like he definitely gets the job done and has a much better hand dealt to him than a lot of other Robot Masters. But as we were kind of talking about, he's kind of like this 90% problem solver. Like he solves 90% of all problems with just bombs in the game. But like there's the odd 10% of things that like, oh, Time Man stands in his way for some reason, even though he's not the weakness Robot Master. Cut Man is surprisingly hard to deal with. And there's a couple of weird angles that occasionally Bomb Man can't get past, and he doesn't like obliterate shield attackers like some other enemies or like some other characters do. So, yeah, Bomb Man, high B, low A. Mega Man again, mix up stages with NES parts of the Game Boy games. Cool going through secret exits. Huh. All right, that's actually a pretty cool concept to have both the NES games stages for Robot Master and the Game Boy games one together. I like that. Oh, there we go. Bomb Man is done. Now we just gotta bring up a screen that has music that doesn't fade out so I can close out the stream.
Mega Man powered up.
Oh, also, I forgot to talk about this. Bomb Man's art, just like, okay, I like most of the title art for the Robot Masters. I really don't like Bomb Man's title screen art. Like, I know what they're trying to go for with, like, just somebody trying to cockily, like, rest their head on their hand, but, like, just given what they're doing to Bomb Man's wrist there to try to make it work, and the fact it's, like, not even below, like, his neck, which he doesn't have because his head is just a circle, like, this art does not work. They really needed to find something else for his right hand to do. Wrist broke. You've got it, Scorebar. It's not good. for a big studio as big as Capcom, it's not good. Yeah, wiping a non-existent nose. It just doesn't work. Trying that pose awkward. Yeah, it's a very awkward pose IRL. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, no, I think that'll do it for tonight. Bomb Man, good playthrough. We're gonna have another poll in the Discord to determine what I'm doing next week. So, yeah. So, yeah, what are we doing? Tomorrow we'll be back for Freedom Planet 2 stream. We're returning to that because Ilvo informed me that there is, in fact, a true ending that I was supposed to get as Lilac. Oopsie. So I'm gonna be doing that at the very least. I'm actually starting to get... Good news for everyone. I'm starting to get a little burnt out on Freedom Planet myself. I still like the game, but I'm getting a little burnt out on all the back-to-back Freedom Planet 1 to Freedom Planet 2. I might switch things up after beating Lilac's true ending. So, well, we'll see how far out that is, and if I can, extend Lilac's shit until I finish December out here. But we'll be doing Freedom Planet 2 tomorrow, doing some post-game grinding stuff. And then that's a short week for this week, so no more anything else like that. But we will be back to more Mega Man Powered Up next week. Probably more Freedom Planet next week as well. And then I think I'm going to do it's either going to be a Chemistry React next week, or it's going to be the super fun, good video game music talkie stream with my friends. I'll let y'all know next week what it's going to look like. But yeah, so thank you for joining me. Hope you found it funny, entertaining, or otherwise. Be sure to engage with the video, because liking and hyping and sharing does in fact boost the metrics a little bit, and helps keep me motivated to want to keep going and playing more Mega Man. So please do that. Subscribe if you haven't. There's a Discord to join if you like talking about Mega Man with people and other games as well. And we also do like polls and for Mega Man Powered Up each week, and we also play like Jackbox and shit in there. So if you want to come by and do that, then do that. Otherwise, I'll see you when I see you, and have a good night. And I don't know what. I guess I really am tired now. Y'all took the tiredness from me for this Monday, but you're starting to beam it back in through the screen. So like I'm starting to. Okay, I need to go to bed before I turn into a pile of mush entirely. So good night, everybody. I'll see you when I see you.